Hey guys, you're not going to believe where I'm off to. I don't know if I've told you or not, but this Thanksgiving, we are having 2 turkeys and a ham.
I don't tell them all the stuff.
Yeah, we're in the work truck, and he's been doing some painting at a ministry project, so forgive the tarp and stuff behind me.
Sanford and Son.
Yeah. Da-na-na-na-na. Anyway, so we are headed. How do I say it? What are you laughing at?
My friend has given us a lifetime.
Okay, let me back up. One of our turkeys is alive at the moment.
Yep.
And because we are commercial poultry farmers, we cannot have any other kind of poultry or fowl on our farm.
Hey, real quick. Do you know why you can't take chickens to church?
Here we go.
Because they have foul language.
Wah, wah, wah. Anyway, so therefore we cannot bring a live turkey on our farm. So the people who have given this turkey to us,
They go to church with us.
yes, they go to church with us, and we are going over there to dispatch. I'm using big language. To dispatch this turkey. And to process it and butcher it and get it ready.
Tell them why they raised 2 turkeys.
They raised 2 turkeys because their daughter shows them in the 4-H, right? Is it 4-H?
No, it was a state fair FFA competition.
Okay. And she came in 3rd, right?
Yep.
3rd place.
For her age.
For her age group.
So we get the 3rd place turkey.
So Isaac got a smoker for his birthday or Christmas or something.
Last year.
He got a smoker. And so he's going to experiment with this turkey in the smoker. And you can't see me. There we go. So anyway, that's where we're headed, and we're going to take you guys. I will not show anything that would be, we're not going to show anything graphic, but we will show us, I guess, do they pluck it, or?
It's my first rodeo.
I don't know. We're going to see.
We're assistants.
We're just assisting this, so, but it's a good thing to add to our farming repertoire, or our, what do you call it? Portfolio, our farming portfolio. So you're going with us. Come on.
Skin it or pluck it? I said, I don't know.
Well, I guess we'll pluck it.
That sounds good to me.
Because that's where you find
Now what, how much you think they weigh?
30 pounds? I don't know. That's the reason
Wow.
why I just thought, well,
Yeah.
gotta have a little help putting them in there.
Dunking them, that's exactly right.
We'll put one in there, and I've got some gloves there, but we'll put it in there, and then we'll turn it, and then we'll...
I'm used to dunking people. Baptized.
Not in boiling water, though.
Well, that's okay. Some of them need to be.
Yeah. We have to, but... Now, I got some gloves. Don't get burnt. I think it'll look real good, and then we'll do the other way.
How long you let him see it?
I don't have no idea. I ain't done this a pretty good while.
So we learning together. He's experienced.
But we can, when we do, we'll take it out and check it, and then we'll turn it and put it back in feet first,
right.
okay?
Other way.
Yep.
Now look, I got some rubber gloves there.
Almost like if you had like a rubber scraper.
I'm gonna put this real more water.
You go ahead, I'm gonna keep going high.
Okay, so let's stop here for just a minute. If you noticed when the video started, there were 2 turkeys. Now the turkey I showed you that was actually complete once they got all the feathers off and completely clean was the last of the 2 turkeys, and it was actually their turkey. They kept that turkey. Ours was already put up in the cooler. I just wanted to clarify this because once you see ours done, you'll see that the legs weren't quite as loose from the body. It's because the first turkey was ours, not the second one.
All right, folks, there she is. Looks just like a store-bought. Better than a store-bought. And we plan on smoking her, or Isaac does.
That'll be great. I've heard a lot of people talk about how good they are. I see them on TV, and then I see them cooking them in that oil.
Okay, Bryant's going to try Isaac's.
Here it is, guys.
Let me show you the bird. That's the 25 1/4 pound.
Smoked it with hickory and cherry pellets. Smoked on it about, started on about 275, and smoked it for about, it's been about 8 hours, I think. And probably could have done sooner. Won't you look how juicy? It's just juicy.
It is juicy.
It's superb. Great job. Locked the flavor in, really good. This is our first smoked turkey. And
That means my turkey's going to take a back seat. Where are you going?
I gave my review.
Gave you a review? Are you done?
I'm going to give away samples.
Oh. He's the sample guy from Sam's. There's Jitterbug. Okay, guys, so if anybody in this house likes to cook as much as I do, it would be this fella right here. And he's the one who took care of Mr. Tom's. He's the one that seasoned him up, and he brined, well, first he brined him, and then he seasoned him up, and then he put him in the smoker. And so our bird that we plucked, he cooked for us. So he's going to tell us what he did to it. What did you do to it to begin with?
Well, first I made a brine of, it was probably half a gallon of apple juice, 2 cups of salt, 4 tablespoons of whole peppercorns, a sprig of rosemary, a sprig of thyme, and a couple sprigs of oregano. I quartered a whole onion, quartered a whole orange, and I juiced a lemon. And I threw some, maybe about 4 cloves of garlic.
I was going to ask if there was any garlic.
4 cloves of garlic, and some Creole seasoning.
Sounds very similar to mine. There are some differences.
Molasses and brown sugar.
Molasses? Wow, he put molasses in it. Okay, so he brined it overnight. His didn't get in quite as early as mine did. So his brined a little bit shorter amount of time. But then when it came out of the brine, he seasoned it up really good. What'd you do then?
Well, once it came out of the brine, I just took a mixture of brown sugar and the Creole seasoning and just...
We should get the Creole seasoning. We're going to show you what he got. I'm not sure where he got it.
Cajun, actually. Not
Cajun seasoning.
No, it's Creole.
No, it is Creole. Tony Cashers? Tony somebody. Spices and herbs Creole seasoning. This is what he put on it. Any salt and pepper?
No, just this and brown sugar.
Okay. And you stuffed it with what?
I stuffed it. It was 2 apples. I have 2 apples. I quartered another onion, quartered 2 stalks of celery, and quartered an orange. And just put it all in there.
Okay, so I've already shown you the turkey while it was in the smoker. And I showed you what it looked like when it came out. And we even taste tested it. It was delicious. Now, keep in mind, there was only 10 people here at our house. That's not that many. My 14-pound turkey would have fed 10 people with no problem. But I'm going to show you the 2 turkeys, what's left of them. Okay. Keep in mind, his was, oops, our cabinets are open. His is a 25-pound turkey. There's 1 leg left. A little bit of this breast left, not much. And then, of course, your thigh and wing meat. But there's not much left of this turkey. It was delicious. You had that smoke flavor. You had, I mean, it was just delicious. It was really good. Was the skin crispy on this one? I didn't get the skin was really crispy. It was beautiful. It was dark brown. Gorgeous. Now, we've been nibbling on mine, and here's mine. I have a leg left. I have the thigh and wing meat left. We have the exact same amount left on our birds. So, I would say they both were a huge hit, and there's not much left. Not much left of either turkey, believe it or not, with only 10 people here. Now, yes, we've been nibbling on it today, but that's not a lot left. And so I'm going to show, I've showed you his bird. I'm going to show you just a little bit how I brined mine as well. And if you want to know how I brined mine, you just leave me a comment. I'll be glad to tell you how I brined it, or I can link last year's video. I'll try to link that in the comments below or in the description. But, and then when I got it out, I'll show you how I seasoned it. I did not get a picture of mine when it came out of the oven. I'm so sorry. I was doing gravy and then mashed potatoes. When I pulled mine out of the oven, well, actually it had been out of the oven, but when I uncovered it ready to do things, and while I was doing those things, it got sliced up, and I didn't get a picture of it. So sorry. But I'll show you how I seasoned it before I stuck it in the oven. I do brine mine wet as well, very similar to his, but a little bit different. I don't put molasses. I put a little bit less salt. I put orange in mine, and I put just rosemary and garlic and peppercorns, brown sugar, and apple juice. So, and of course gallons of water, 2 gallons of water. So that is how I brine mine. So let me show you now how I seasoned mine, and then I'll come back and say goodbye. Okay, so this is one time I really don't care how the celery looks, but I did leave a few leaves on this one, and we'll just kind of leave that sticking out of the, there's a leaf. I got a mess on my table, y'all. Let's turn around over here to look at the chicken. The turkey. I don't even know what I'm cooking. Alright, but first I'm going to season the cavity. I have made my own mixture here of sage, salt, and pepper. That's all it is, sage, salt, and pepper. And I'm going to get in here, and I just kind of throw it. Throw it, and I rub the top. Alright, so now, what did I do with my celery? Right here. I'm going to break this one. Let's go ahead and grab the onion, and I'm just stuffing it in. We'll go in from this end too. That little cavity says no. All right. One more piece of onion. And then I'm gonna just leave that in, and we'll leave the greenery sticking out just to make it pretty. Just to make it pretty. All right. So now, I'm going to take my finger and run up under the skin just a little bit and loosen that skin up away from the breast. Y'all, I watched the funniest video of this family playing a trick on their grandma. It was quite hilarious. All right. I don't always put butter up in the under the skin, but I am this time. All right, so I'm just taking, I have made an herb butter here. It's just a stick of softened butter and some dried rosemary, and then some of my seasoning right here, the sage and salt and pepper. And I'm just going to stick little things of butter up under the skin. And not much because I want the most of it to be on the, and I'm just gonna, I put a big chunk and then I'm just gonna work it around. Alright. Alright, I don't have my kitchen scarf on and I'm missing it. Missing it bad. Alright, now I'm just gonna take this other. I should have tucked the wings before and now's a good time to check for any little hair or feathers. When I patted it dry, I looked at, but obviously I missed one. All right. Let's go around some more with this butter. One reason I don't always, because it uncovers the breast, and I want my breast covered. I want the turkey's breast covered. I want mine covered too. Oh, mercy. Alright. Now, the thermometer over here that pops up and tells you when it's done, I don't take it out, but I don't use it. I use my own thermometer to check and be sure. Now, I'm baking this at 325 for about 17 minutes per pound. Alright. Let's see if I can tuck these wings under here. It just keeps the tips from burning, but I don't know many people in our family that, I don't think I'm going to be able to. My hands are greasy. Not sure I'm going to be able to do this. There we go. There we go. The wings are under there. So now I'm going to take my seasoning mix and just sprinkle more. And because I dried him off so well and I let him sit out here and dry even more, the skin dry, this butter on that skin is going to, hopefully, the plan is for it to make a good crispy skin. Alright, so I'm going to wrap him in tinfoil to begin with. And close to the end of the baking time, I'll take the tinfoil off and let him brown. Let me wash my hands and we'll cover. I guess our turkey that's smoking is Tom's. So we'll call this one Timmy. We'll name him Timmy after Bryant. Or I guess this one could be a girl. I don't know. We're going to say Timmy. Now this is a new roasting pan for me, so I'm not sure how the tinfoil. I know I'm just covering the rack, so hang on. I'm going to cover the bird better. I want to be able to grab the handle and know where the handle's at, but I want the bird covered too. I may be wasting tinfoil here. Alright. Got the oven. Well, I don't have the oven preheated, but it will be preheated to 325. And Mr. Timmy here will go in the oven. Ready to roll. Okay, y'all, so there you have it. There's the story behind Mr. Tom's and Timmy. Both of our turkeys. I'm sorry I didn't get a picture of mine when it came out of the oven, but it was delicious and it was beautiful. And of course, you know that Isaac's, Mr. Tom's, was beautiful. And so, you know, I'm calling them misters, but I think they were girls. But anyway, we just named them for fun. So Isaac's was Mr. Tom's and mine was Timmy. So there you have it. I hope you enjoyed a little bit about our Thanksgiving turkeys. And y'all have a great night. Thank you for visiting with us down on the farm. And remember, if the grease is hot enough, you can fry anything. Bye, y'all.